Hello and welcome to the 100 Indie Artists Project. This is a music project designed for and by independent artists to help you firstly get to know some of the incredible musicians in your community, as well as get to know some insights and some tools that you can take on board with your own musical marketing journey. Tell us about who you are as an artist and your background.
Hey, what's going on? This is Steve Harmony, and these are my answers for Sounds on the Couch. Yeah, who I am as an artist and what my background is. The name Harmony obviously comes from my love and my experience within choirs, man. I've partaken in choirs of all sorts, church choirs. Obviously, that's where it started. You know, that's where my identity as a man and as an artist started as well. Church choirs, school choirs, different youth program choirs, different art program choirs. That is where I learned the gift, I'll say, of harmony, and more importantly than that, just sitting in church when I had no idea how to sing, sitting in church and listening to my mother harmonize to the church congregation choir songs, and I would just kind of catch on, and you know what I mean, I would hear that, she's not singing exactly what the choir is singing, but it eventually caught on that she's, when I started getting into choirs by choice, I guess, it caught on that she was harmonizing the whole time. So and who I am that brings me to who I am as an artist. I'm recently coming back, reinventing, I guess I'll say, as with myself as a walking in the truths of the Bible. I was once on a different path, I'll say. The Bible speaks of a wide path, and now I'm walking the narrow path. These are the things that I speak about in my music. There was once a time where I was following certain things, doing certain things, and now I'm cutting those things and following the Bible to the best of my ability.
What musical projects are you working on right now?
Musical projects that I'm working on at the moment, as of July summer 2022, I'm in the process of releasing my next single called Vanities, featuring Nasi Asayas. It's a single speaking about the vanities of this world. Again, the song speaks on the mindset that myself and the feature artist Nasi Asayas once had, walking in the vanities of this world and chasing the material things, chasing the clout, for lack of better words, of this world, only to realize that these things are all vanity, which I'll reel it back in, which the Bible speaks of a lot, especially in the book of Ecclesiastes. Vanity, vanity, all is vanity. So that's the current project that I'm working on. It will be released August 5th, 2022. Other than that, this past spring, I recently released a EP with a good friend and producer, Thanos, the Infinity Stone producer, Paschalis. We recently released a EP entitled Love the Passion. It's a four song release, and Thanos produced pretty much the whole project. He wrote half the project, and it was a great project, man. You can check that out online as well.
Where do you feel that you're at in your musical journey right now, and where would you like to get to?
Where I am right now in my musical journey, again, I would have to reel that back to who I am as a man, who I'm becoming as a man, and who I once was as a younger man. Again, the path that I was formerly on was a wide path, right? The Bible speaks of a wide path, and now I'm more following a narrow path that that the Bible speaks of. Yeah, I was once into all different things of the world. I would do all sorts of things, right? I would party, I would drink, smoke, do all sorts of lust, do all sorts of things, right? And these are the things that led me into a corner in my life where I think the Most High God wanted me to reshape my mind and reform me into who He intended me to be in the beginning, where I was getting all those gifts in the beginning from being in church, listening to the choirs, watching my mother sing. This is the foundation that He had me with in the beginning. But throughout time in life, I strayed away from these things, and I'm coming back, which is another parable that Christ Himself speaks of, the prodigal son that had potential at the beginning, went off and splurged and spent all of his, just pretty much crashed and hit rock bottom. I can relate. And these things, and he transitioned and became a new person. And with the teachings of his fathers, I'll say. And that's the path that I'm on now. And slowly but surely climbing it. It's not an overnight success. It's definitely taken a lot of reprogramming, I'll say, to get here, to be on this path. But I intend to get to the top of that mountain, for lack of better words. And where I hope to get to is I hope to get to as many people who may be in those I guess dark spaces, who how they say a person's story can help save another person. I hope that the Steve Harmony story, that my story will help inspire and help whoever's out there, man. So that's where I hope to get to. I hope to get to those souls, I'll say.
What do you love most about being an independent artist?
What I love most about being an independent artist is the creative freedom. It's a catch-22, but obviously the creative freedom. I've never been officially signed to any major corporations or anything like that, but I've obviously heard stories about artists, people changing their whole being to be remanufactured to be a product. And I understand that. It's obviously you're selling things. You're selling a brand, and this is the performer that you're selling for that brand. And I'm thankful that I didn't have to go through that myself. As much as I desire to reach that many people, I think all artists desire to be on a huge platform, to have that many eyes on them, right? But at the same time, it comes with that cost of, is this really you, and is this really the message that you want to put out there? And obviously there's creative differences like that. If you're working with people who are funding your career, right? There's going to be creative differences. So long story short, I like the creative freedom with being an independent artist, but obviously you have to fill all those gaps yourself. So it's a catch-22, but hey, I love the process of it, man. You have to find your own producers. You have to do all of that, right? But it's a lovely process, and I love it.
What do you find the most challenging about being an independent artist?
What do I find most challenging about being an independent artist? Again, it related back to that former question, is obviously, the foundation and support, the funding. Obviously, independent artists are regular everyday people for the most part, and they don't have the greatest platforms, and they don't have the greatest budgets to sustain the art that they love creating. So the hardest part, obviously, about being an independent artist is maintaining a living and finding the funding to consistently maintain your craft. Other than that, being an independent artist is golden, man. There's nothing else wrong with it. But that's the hardest part about it.
What has been your experience in marketing and promoting your music?
What has been my overall experience with marketing and promoting my music? I've done a little bit of everything, I guess. Right now I'm really getting educated in email campaigns and content creation. These are the folks, these are the focuses that I'm focusing on at this point for this release and beyond. Just creating engaging content for social media, and just staying at the top of mind in email. Yeah, just writing engaging emails, and and creating engaging content. All of that encompasses, with the it's a great process. I'll say that. My other experience I have a little experience with also paid ads, paid marketing ads. I've done a little bit of that, my fair share of that. Obviously, music videos I've done along the way. I've done music videos, been creating music videos for a while. For my later projects, not so much, but I plan to get back into that. Actually, for this upcoming single, Vanities, there will be a music video to go along with that single. Other marketing and promoting things I've done. What else? Yeah, for my last EP, for my last EP, Love the Passion with Thanos. We did a live stream, an online listening party on the day of the release. So that was fun. Him and I got together right here in my home studio, the House of Harmony Productions, and we just introduced every song. We had an online listening party on Instagram Live, and we just showcased every song and gave a little background on every song, and it was a great time, great response. Yeah, those are the main things that I would speak on.
What has been one thing you've learnt along the way that has been the biggest game changer for you in music marketing?
Biggest thing that I've learned that's been a game changer for marketing, I would have to say, is the analytics, man. I'm grateful, I'm thankful for the analytics that all these different platforms give, man. Instagram, that Instagram gives, that the paid ads gives, that MailChimp gives, that Spotify for Artists gives. It really like you would think that like it's your hometown that's really supporting and listening to your music, but when you go into your analytics, you see your Spotify for Artists, you're like, yo, what? California, who knows me out there? You know what I mean? But and Netherlands, like what? And these are like your biggest audiences, and it's just really cool to dive into that. So yeah, that's been a real game changer. You know what I mean? Obviously, it takes, you got to keep at it, keep with the wheel, and keep retargeting and all that stuff. And yeah, but that has been the biggest game changer. Not just throwing your effort into a huge wall. I'll say, this gives you an aim, a place to target. So that's been the biggest game changer, I'll say.
What has been your experience with building a fan base, and what have you learned along the way?
One thing that's really helped with building a fan base is just some of the marketing tools, like Canva. Canva is one of my favorites. I use that for a lot of my social media content creation and others. I use Canva for a lot of things, especially social media content creation. A lot of my posts, and just live stream plaques, I'll say, as well as InShot. InShot is a great mobile video editor. It's really good. I use the paid versions, and I have no complaints with it. Also, there's tons of information out there, and there's lots of willing mentors that are, well, you really gotta, I guess, vet them a little bit, but there's the mentors that I've ran into. I'm really thankful for having these mentors in my corner. These are mentors that I'm a part of right now. I'll even give a little shout out, Mr. Keys to the Game, Kareem, from Indiepreneur Club. I'm a part of his club right now, getting all the jewels and how to go about this game, and with just promo, content marketing, and content creation. So yeah, man, these are things that I'm thankful for. These are things that I've learned along the way that has helped me. And yeah, I would encourage you to get into it too.
Earning an income within music can be very challenging and often requires a diverse source of income streams. What are some of the streams of income you have relating to your music?
believe it or not, I still, when I print CDs, like there was an EP that I produced a few years back, a little while back in 2017, called Through It All. It's another biblical inspired album, EP album, and I printed CDs for that. And throughout my church congregation and others, like there's still demand to this day for that CD and for other music that I have coming out. They still ask me for CDs. So that audience there, and others like it still, others like that audience still, there's still a demographic for people who listen to compact discs, man. As much as the online and digital era is here, there's still room for CD sales, man. I get requests just about every week I go to church for musical CDs. So that's something that that's definitely helped me. And also online music sales, like online music sales such as Bandcamp. They can find my music there as well. That's helped me with generating income as well. I'm yet to tap into the actual official merch. That's something I plan to explore in the near future, as well as just brand collaborations, man. My music is very, again, I don't know if I mentioned, I coined the term testimonial music for my music, and it's very inspirational. So I hope to, in the future, I hope to collaborate with brands who, help people, I speak a lot about mental health as well in my music, and that's a big niche in my music. That's a big niche and brand within my music, and obviously out there as well. And I hope to collaborate with people in these fields to help people and to I guess in some way, shape, or form generate a form of income through it. So yeah.
What advice would you give to an artist that's watching or listening to this who is beginning to embark on their own independent musical journey?
And I'll end off, what advice would I give to any artists? Hey man, I'll leave you with it, just don't give up, don't give up, stay consistent, and you will figure it out, man. I'm living proof that, I've been through, I've been there, I've been up and down, man, and you know what I mean? A lot of the things are because of our own choices, and a lot of the things are for things that we can't help. But I would say just to not give up no matter what has happened, and no matter what is happening. These are the reasons why I have turned to the path that I'm on right now, because biblically, the only way I can figure things out at this point in my life is biblically. But as far as the advice that I would say, it would just be, stay consistent, don't give up. You'll figure it out. You'll figure out your niche, your area, your path, and it'll all be worth it, man. All right, stay blessed.